I'm Dr. Satoshi, and today I'm going to discuss how Bitcoin opens the door to mental sovereignty and how this completely transforms your life. So what is the orange pill really? Sure, on the surface it's about Bitcoin, but if you go deeper, it's about reclaiming something far more important than money. It's about reclaiming your mind, because in this world, your mind is not free by default. It's been programmed, conditioned by fiat education, fiat news, fiat healthcare, fiat entertainment. We are born into systems that do not encourage thinking. They reward obedience. And that's the trap. The fiat world doesn't just steal your time through inflation. It steals your attention, your intuition, your identity. It gives you a name, a job title, a role to play, and calls it a life. But deep down, something doesn't feel right. You sense it, just like Neo in the Matrix. That itch you can't scratch, that feeling that something is off. That's when the orange pill finds you. Not just a new form of money, but a new lens, a mirror that reflects what's broken in the world and what's been broken in you. Mental sovereignty begins the moment you realize, I've been thinking with someone else's thoughts, living by someone else's rules, chasing someone else's version of success. You start to question everything. Why did I believe that? Who told me that was true? What else have I blindly accepted? This isn't comfortable. It's painful to see how deeply you've been programmed. It's disorienting to realize your thoughts aren't truly your own, but it's also the beginning of freedom. You see, Bitcoin doesn't just teach you to question the dollar. It teaches you to question all authority that lacks integrity. It teaches you to run your own node, not just in finance, but in thought. When you orange pill your mind, you stop outsourcing your truth. You stop trusting experts simply because they have a title. You stop conforming to systems just because they've always existed. Instead, you think, you feel, you discern. You reclaim your ability to focus, to imagine, to dream your own dreams, untainted by consumerism or control. Mental sovereignty means you are no longer programmable. You aren't seduced by trends. You aren't manipulated by fear. You aren't enslaved by guilt or shame. You become the master of your internal environment. This is why the orange pill is dangerous, not to you, but to the systems that rely on your unconscious participation. They don't want you to think clearly. They want you distracted, scrolling, consuming, complying. But once your mind wakes up, it can never fully go back to sleep. You start filtering the world differently. You ask harder questions. You hold higher standards. And most importantly, you realize your mind is sacred real estate. What you allow in shapes what comes out. So you guard it like your private keys. Because you've seen the cost of unconsciousness and you refuse to pay it anymore. This is what the orange pill is truly about. Not just economic freedom, but cognitive liberation. A declaration that your thoughts are your own. Your values are yours to define. And your reality is yours to create. You've exited the fiat matrix of the mind. You've chosen sovereignty. Now you see clearly. You think critically. You live consciously. And there's no turning back. This is Dr. Satoshi. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.